Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today there's been some things that were popping up with Taehyung and Jisoo. They did have their birthday celebration together, sort of. It was around the same time. We'll talk about it. I'll discuss my opinions. There was obviously some issues with BTS and China and also BLACKPINK and China. China just has issues with K-pop idols, I guess. I also wanted to get into RM's end of the year statement. Statemente if you're fancy. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug and let's get into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's jump into it. So happy new year, at least happy new year to the second day. I did not upload yesterday. There was definitely some things going on, but I'm back here today to talk to you guys about the tea. I am so glad to be alive on this New Year's. I hope you aren't stressing out too much and just know there's a light at the end of the tunnel, whatever you're dealing with. Now today I wanted to get into some issues involving Taehyung and Jisoo. Strange combo, I know. It's not an issue with them together like dating, but just them together in media, in terms of like pictures and stuff like that. I'll talk about it. Now there were some posts on Twitter where people were speculating a whole dating thing, like Dispatch was going to announce this, but that is not true. I do not believe Dispatch has announced anything. Neither has Big Hit or YG come out to confirm anything. Although it will be interesting to see who Dispatch announces for this year. If they don't say anything within the next week, I'm going to assume that they did not find anyone in 2020. Maybe Dispatch Daddy was also scared to go outside. But anyway, Taehyung's birthday had just passed. It was the 30th of December. And armies did a lot for Taehyung. They bought an ad at the Burj Khalifa, like the whole building. That can't be cheap, I don't think. People also celebrated individually. They bought cakes and things like that. Taehyung also had a live stream. It was a pretty big deal, I think. But more than just those type of things. But leading up to the birthday, a lot of armies bought Taehyung some ads in random cities. I believe there were places in China too. And now this was all over Chinese social media. One in particular was Baidu. And apparently they spent over 150,000 American dollars towards ads. Girl, Tae got some rich fans. I'm glad our baby got it. He definitely deserves it. It's a very nice way to feel appreciated. I'm sure when he opened social media and saw that, he was like, wow, this is great. It's also very exciting for the fans to just be like, oh my god, let's go to the nearest city and see our baby's big face on the screen. Although there was no going to big cities this year. Now, while armies were working on very big things for Tae, Blinks were also working on something for Jisoo, specifically because her birthday was the 3rd of January, which has not passed yet. And they also wanted some ads in China and also everywhere else. Now, there is this Chinese fan club in BLACKPINK, and they had recently planned so many things with Jisoo. I believe they're called Jisoo Bar or something, and they were trying to raise some money. Out of nowhere, suddenly it was announced that the celebrations and the ads and all of that was canceled. And a lot of people had a lot of speculation as to why. A lot of people believed it was the fault of armies. And because Taehyung has his birthday so close to Jisoo's, that armies wanted Taehyung's birthday to kind of overshine Jisoo or something like that. At least those were some of the theories. However, I do not believe this is the actual case. This is not true. Armies were too busy helping out with Taehyung's birthday to even care what other fandoms were doing to their other idols. Now keep in mind, a lot of BTS ads and media stuff, they were already taken out and canceled in China. Like this has been going on for a while. And this was due to the controversy of RM's speech. I'm sure you guys remember that. This was about the war, and a lot of BTS's members' faces and names were allegedly blocked from Chinese social media. Also, a lot of companies had kind of like expressed that they no longer wanted BTS kind of on their ads or anything like that. Now the same happened with BLACKPINK with the whole panda controversy. They got an incredible amount of backlash for holding a panda. Together, if they had any ads kind of on subways or anything like that, which is what armies were hoping to do, kind of have BTS's face all over the subway, and Blinks were of course hoping to have Jisoo's face all over the subway, this would have caused a huge outrage. People would have been mad because I guess they're still considered controversial. I don't know. I actually don't know what the normal people in China currently think of BTS and BLACKPINK. Hopefully it's good things. Now we don't know for sure, but people were speculating this to be the case as to why Jisoo's ads were canceled. And if this was the case, it would definitely make sense because BLACKPINK has been in some controversy. But we do not know yet, and we must wait for a statement from the official fan clubs. I am sad to think that a lot of these issues are still going on, and that there could even be issues in China right now. I think, however, though, the majority are fine with BLACKPINK and BTS. But it's just a loud minority that seems to be not okay. So obviously that being the case, some things like this can sometimes not work out. But I do hope to see Jisoo's ad up and running soon, and especially alongside with Taehyung without any controversy. I hope to see the day where idols can kind of coexist together, and there's no feel of rivalry or anything like that, because I can guarantee you that the two do not have rivalry with each other in real life. Now I saw one person on L Tweetster saying this: we need this again, when they hung Jisoo and Taehyung's birthday posters opposite in the same place. This is so beautiful and I would love to see it. I can't wait to see what any of the members are going to be doing going forward. I definitely am going to be super excited to see how they handle 2021. After all, 2020 was definitely a bit harsh, to say the least. RM actually put out a statement on L Weverse, and he kind of talked about his feelings with the past year. I definitely wanted to read some of it because it is kind of inspiring. He wrote, 2020 is ending. We all had high expectations for the year, as special as it sounded, but it ended up crushing our dreams, a stage without an audience, the performances without cheers. Yesterday, the day before, I sat in the chair inside the studio waiting room and kept thinking, how could this be? Could this really be? I guess I really do live in a world where most nonsense things make sense. Now, it can be very surreal for a singer to perform without an audience and not even hear like a crowd cheering for you. I can't even imagine how weird that must feel. RM definitely continued by saying, time keeps going by in one way or another. We've survived this year that felt like an eternity. Now we wait for spring. It's coming, right? Will this spring be better than the one we had? And we will try not to expect anything because we don't want to be let down. We're only human and we can only go on when we hang on to even the slightest bit of hope. And so I'm reminded of myself of countless people who have offered their love and support for me, even in this blistering winter. I promise myself that I won't be discouraged so easily, even when it feels like there is no one. I am listening. I think it's weird for RM to perform and think that no one is listening, because even if there's no physical audience there, when a show airs on TV or when there's a live stream or when it airs on YouTube, there's people that's gonna be watching. I'm gonna watch. Your hubby will be there for you. And that's not gonna change. It makes me sad to kind of think that that's what he's feeling, but I'm glad he found a way to cope with it, because we will definitely talk to you when we're feeling down. Also, you can talk to us when you are feeling down. We are all listening. Now, he continued by saying this. For this year, I thought I'd try to be more concise and composed in my letter, but seeing from how my thoughts have poured out, I'm not ready to be, like a wise old tree. No matter how hard I try to trim my thoughts down, I can't stop the words, the imagination from branching out from the back of my head. And I feel like I have at least reached out and tried sharing. I guess this is simply who I am. I've been told by the elders that I am darned to be this way, darned to go to my way until I find myself satisfied. Ha ha ha. And then I'm going to skip quite a bit because it is very long, but you can definitely go on Weverse to read the full statement. But he ends the statement by saying, stay healthy and let us laugh more. Let us march to a spring that is more like a spring we know. I love you all. Great work this year. I hope we can be of strength to you. Do you remember they can't cancel the spring? Happy New Year. This is like a whole reference to Spring Day. Right, I think it is. I hope BTS finds strength to keep going. And I'm glad to hear this message today. It's definitely something that I needed to hear. I think it definitely means a lot to all of us. I definitely wanted to see what some people were saying over on L Tweetster. Wise words from Kim Namjoon. This makes me remember again to appreciate even the smallest things in life. Thanks so much, Junie. Now, this isn't just going to be a message that's going to be inspiring for RM to look back on. It's going to inspire all of us for many, many years to come. To remember what 2020 was, to remember how we got out of it, and of course to see the inspiring changes that have left 2020. Thank you for doing this. I really love it, and I definitely look forward to more messages like this. Well, hopefully we don't need more messages like this, but if we do, I hope we get it. And I know it'll be there for us. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring it in this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comment. As always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over there and kind of check out my Patreon, I have a lot of exclusive content over there that I can't really post on here. This is because it's like copyrighted or it gets taken down or any of that sort of thing, so I do keep it over there. You can get videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gets back to this channel. I have a video over there explaining that. With that said, there's 2 new videos that will appear up on screen at the end of the video, so click on one of those. I'll see you over there. Bye.